It is main event time here on Championship Wrestling from Arizona for episode 1 of Grand Canyon Clash. John Roberts, it's good to be the boss, isn't it?
It's absolutely great to be the boss. Producer Peter Avalon awarding himself, deservedly so, an opportunity at the Arizona State Championship and EJ Sparks in today's main event. What a blockbuster way to kick off 4 weeks of our blockbuster event, the Grand Canyon Clash.
I don't know if it's so much deservedly so, but Peter Avalon has proven time and time again for year after year he is the ultimate opportunist, and now he has an opportunity to once again become a champion.
You know, Joe, it's been some time since Peter Avalon has held championship gold in the United Wrestling Network, and he looks to put gold back around that beautiful waist of PPA here today.
Arizona's favorite son with the Arizona State Championship around his waist, but will it stay there, John Roberts? I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I would definitely put my money on EJ Sparks.
Don't count out producer Peter Avalon, but my man Joe Galley, EJ Sparks is one of the toughest competitors we've seen in Championship Wrestling from Arizona. He is a 2-time Arizona State champion, and he is not looking to lose that championship anytime soon. Peter Avalon has a tough mountain ahead of him here today.
EJ Sparks is focused and ready for a fight for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the corner to my right, the challenger hailing from Carson City, Nevada, weighing in at 179 pounds, producer Peter Avalon! And his opponent, hailing from the Valley of the Sun, weighing in at 175 pounds, Phoenix's favorite son and your Arizona State champion, EJ Sparks!
You know, Peter Avalon using his authority to once again call his own shot. But I think he's made a major mistake in challenging EJ Sparks. I think EJ Sparks is quicker, and he's more prepared for this fight. And this is really a home game for EJ Sparks. This crowd is firmly behind him, and I think Peter Avalon might have made a mistake. He should have just kept his name on the credits of the show and not tried to be the champion.
And this just shows you, Joe Galley, how big of an event this blockbuster, monumental 4-week event, Grand Canyon Clash is, when the Arizona State title, the most prestigious title, the biggest award in Championship Wrestling from Arizona, is in the main event of week 1.
Very true. We've got nothing but great matches coming up for the next 3 weeks now, with Peter Avalon goes right after the left arm. I think it's going to be a real interesting feeling out process in this matchup. Now, if you really kind of look at the tail of the tape between these two wrestlers, very, very similar. They even look at the moves that they use to win their matches. You've got the martinis versus the roundhouse rhythm. 2 big strikes, 2 big impacts that they could use to win this match. You also have 2 submissions as well. EJ Sparks with the Koji Clutch, Peter Avalon with the Golden Arch. It's going to be interesting to see which one of those is more effective in this match.
Well, you know, Joe Galley, I think it's all going to come down to preparation. Who is going to be the first man to make a mistake? We've seen it many, many times in pro wrestling. Mistakes can come at the worst time, and I think the man who capitalizes on the first mistake made in this matchup is going to have a huge advantage as the match continues.
Side headlock takeover by EJ Sparks. I couldn't agree with you more, John. But let's talk about this. I mean, Peter Avalon, he's a man in the office. Doesn't spend much time in the ring. Yes, we have recently seen him wrestle in that match against Super Beetle a few weeks ago. But we talked about ring rust before, and I feel like Peter Avalon might have that, but EJ Sparks certainly doesn't, being a fighting champion.
Well, Peter Avalon not only spends a lot of time in the ring wrestling, which, again, as you said, it's been some time since we've seen him here in Championship Wrestling from Arizona, aside from the aforementioned match with Super Beetle, but he has continued to train. During his absence from the ring, he was training as hard as ever. He is in the best physical shape of his life, and I think that that is going to help carry Peter Avalon to the top of Championship Wrestling from Arizona.
I mean, but he also needs to be careful. He needs to walk up. Oh, looking for the martinis right there.
Trying to end things very quickly.
Looking for the roundhouse rhythm.
Both of these men.
What, are they listening to me talk right now? That's why I'm the best in the business. I know what's going to happen. Right there as EJ Sparks locks eye to eye with Peter Avalon. But Peter Avalon, as I was saying before, he's got to walk a fine line. We saw what happened with Ryan Morals. You start abusing your power, it's going to come back and be major blowback in your face. And I don't know if Peter Avalon wants to keep doing that.
I think Peter Avalon has a good grasp on reality. I think he knows exactly where he's at. He knows how to play the mental game. Oh, wait, there's a quick roll-up. EJ Sparks trying to retain his title. Oh, beautiful kick to the face of Peter Avalon, sending him all the way to the outside, Joe Galley.
And look, Peter Avalon, that's the veteran instinct right there. Took a big kick, he's going to the outside, he's going to take a break. He's going to slow down EJ Sparks and try to frustrate the champion. But will he be effective? Will he be able to throw EJ Sparks off his game?
You know, Joe, professional wrestling is as much a mental game as it is an athletic game. It's all about the mental chess moves. When do you throw this kick? When do you punch this guy in the face? And when do you take your time to slow things down and take the match at the pace you want it to be?
Yeah, Peter Avalon slowing things down. We have to take a break. This main event matchup will be right back after this. Welcome back to the action. Peter Avalon face first into the steel. The action has not stopped during the commercial break. Let's take a look at this replay right here as EJ Sparks flying through the air, taking out PPA.
Beautiful athleticism there from EJ Sparks. You saw it there, and now EJ Sparks still on the offensive as he has been throughout the entire commercial break.
Oh, even in the audience, Peter Avalon cannot find respite from EJ Sparks. He is keeping full throttle on this match.
You know, you buy a ticket to the Nile Theater to come see Championship Wrestling from Arizona. You never expect to have the producer, Peter Avalon, wind up on your lap, but EJ Sparks giving these fans their money's worth here tonight.
Look at EJ Sparks looking to deliver more pain, more punishment.
And, you know, talking about people giving the fans their money's worth, how about producer Peter Avalon giving these fans here at the Nile Theater and the fans at home their money's worth with 4 great weeks of Grand Canyon Clash action?
Oh, but look at that. Big clothesline turns EJ Sparks inside out. And Peter Avalon hooks the inside leg. Could be a new champ. No.
So close to crowning a new Arizona State champion. Peter Avalon in control of EJ Sparks right here. And what did I tell you earlier, Joe Galley? The first mistake, the first man to capitalize on a mistake is going to have a monumental advantage.
Look at that. Peter Avalon jaw-jacking with EJ Sparks' mother. Now that's disrespectful. You can't abide by that, John.
Well, we know with EJ Sparks, it's a family affair. Everything he does is for the betterment of himself and his family. And we saw just how personal his career has been for him and his entire family when he became a 2-time Arizona State champion.
And look at Peter Avalon once again. Back to his bag of dirty tricks, rakes the eyes of EJ Sparks. Knew he was being beat, had to do something dirty to get back in the driver's seat.
PPA has the champion right where he wants him, firmly in the grasp of his palm, and producer Peter Avalon is executing a game plan here, Joe Galley, to perfection.
You know, it's hard to disagree with you, but, you know, I've known Peter Avalon for a very, very long time here and at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, and even at the NWA 70th Anniversary show. He's shown his true colors in the past. He is corrupt to his core, and he will lie, cheat, or steal any way to win as he gets the sunset flip. Wasn't enough. Big punt kick to the chest. EJ Sparks crawling into the cover. Will he retain right here? Not enough.
EJ Sparks on a roll right now. Joe Galley, you saw the educated feet come to play once again. But look at this, producer Peter Avalon, like a linebacker driving a sled, driving EJ Sparks hard into the corner, and now going to work with those shoulders and continuing to light up the Arizona State champion.
Yeah, trying to take a lot of his breath away. That's so important. It's an old adage for a reason. If you can't breathe, you can't fight. And now Peter Avalon is punishing EJ Sparks. Just ground and pound, slow and methodical.
Peter Avalon firmly in the driver's seat right now. And you got to believe he's got the Arizona State champion right where he wants him, the challenger in control. But look at that, EJ Sparks with a big elbow.
You know, Peter Avalon might have a little extra inspiration in this matchup because this isn't even the matchup he originally wanted. At the beginning of this episode, he has his sights set at the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, Nick Aldis.
And Nick Aldis has still not responded to Peter Avalon. He has still not given him his guaranteed opportunity at the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. I mean, hell, Peter Avalon has defeated 2 former NWA World's Heavyweight Champions.
Yeah, defeating Tim Storm twice, but also losing to Tim Storm too.
We don't talk about that here at Championship Wrestling from Arizona.
To be fair. But now EJ Sparks, he's feeling it. Big forearm into the corner.
Adding a little extra momentum.
Rolls through with a flatliner. We've seen this before. Can he transition? Yes, he can. The Koji clutch. It's locked in. Center of the ring. No, not quite. Can he lock in his hands? Peter Avalon. Oh, look at that. Gets that foot to the bottom rope.
The ring awareness of producer Peter Avalon coming into play. He is as much a ring general as he is a general behind the scenes here for Championship Wrestling from Arizona.
Well, he knows he's got these long limbs, and he's going to use them to his full advantage. But EJ Sparks is not being deterred at all. On episode 1, oh, look at for the roundhouse rhythm. Wasn't able to connect, and look at Peter Avalon. Can he get it in?
He's got it.
Arch.
He's got it cinched in. Oh, but look at that.
So
EJ
close.
Sparks able to get to the bottom rope as well.
Look, you talk about being a ring general. You cannot discount our champion, EJ Sparks. His in-ring IQ is as high, if not higher, than Peter Avalon. Certainly his regular IQ is.
You know, you're talking about the guy that signs our paychecks, right?
I'm not afraid of Peter Avalon.
You should be. Huge back elbow there from the champion. Challenger is Rock Joe Galley.
But now Peter Avalon, oh, what a shot! What a right hand to the nose of EJ Sparks. Oh, but delivers a high knee.
Straight to the temple. Peter Avalon's on Dream Street, the champion rolling, trying to retain here. A hook of the leg, deep cover, EJ Sparks.
That's surprising to me. I thought EJ Sparks had it right there. That was a beautiful cutter, center of the ring. Peter Avalon was on spaghetti legs. I think he was just basically kicking out on instinct.
Sparks now trying to find an opening, but look at this. Producer Peter Avalon finds one of his own.
The Martinis connects. The Martinis, we've got a new champ right here.
Producer Peter Avalon, oh, I thought he had done it. I thought he had finally reclaimed some gold in his career.
Peter Avalon has won so many championships with that maneuver. The Martinis, as EJ Sparks is somehow able to find a way to fight. There it is, the roundhouse rhythm. On the money, but Peter Avalon, I'm not sure if that's veteran instinct or just momentum that brought him outside the ring. You know, I think I could count on one hand the wrestlers that have kicked out of the Martinis. That is super impressive of the Arizona State champion.
Well, that just shows why EJ Sparks is a 2-time Arizona State champion. He knows how to come back from the depths of adversity, and he knows how to reclaim and retain championship gold. And that's what he looks to do here today. But look at this. This is unloading into a downright slugfest right before our eyes.
Big haymakers followed up with the forearms. He winds up. Peter Avalon able to block face first into the apron.
You know, this started off as a simple championship matchup, but now this is turned into a very personal encounter.
Peter Avalon, what are you doing? What are you doing? You can't win the match this way. Peter Avalon, oh, look who it is! Oh, my God! He's back!
R3!
Clubs him! Peter Avalon gets clobbered in the face!
R3 unloading
this match has
producer
been ruled
Peter
a
Avalon.
Disqualification. The winner and still champion, EJ Sparks!
Definitely not the way that EJ Sparks wanted this match to go. I mean, but wait a minute, if you think about it, I think Peter Avalon is technically the winner. He got struck.
Peter Avalon, the winner via disqualification. However, the title can't change hands during a disqualification. But the last time we saw R3 put his hands on Peter Avalon, Avalon was on the shelf for months. And now, look at this. R3, once again, set to attack producer Peter Avalon. We need to get some help out here.
Fatality delivered to producer Peter Avalon. R3 making an emphatic statement in the main event here on episode 1 of Grand Canyon Clash. Peter Avalon, he is laid out, and R3 is standing tall.
R3 standing tall. Producer Peter Avalon, the victor. But Joe Galley, that's all the time we have this week.
That's right, but we've got 3 more weeks of action here for Grand Canyon Clash. We'll see you next week.